Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Karen Yankovich, if you don't know who I am. And this is category of one. And I am going to here on LinkedIn and YouTube live every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, for the foreseeable future, testing something, but also because I love doing this. And it's been a while since we've done this, just to give you some tips and tricks and just another way to be able to serve my LinkedIn and YouTube audiences. So here I am. Today we're going to talk about posting on LinkedIn. And, one of the reasons that I love LinkedIn so much is because it's kind of like lazy girl marketing. It's not like the I'm going to talk about the algorithm, but trust me when I tell you, I don't study the algorithm. I study from other people who study the algorithm. But this algorithm on LinkedIn has never shown ever, as long as I've been doing this, which is more than a decade, that posting on LinkedIn 3 times a day is helpful. If anything, it's not helpful. In fact, I'm not even sure how this daily thing is going to go for me, but we're going to test it, right? That's why I'm doing this. So I'm less worried about the algorithm here, and I'm hoping at some point we get some people that come back consistently to participate in these episodes, right? So because on my podcast, I do a lot of talking at you. Here, I get to talk with you, right? But one of the reasons I love LinkedIn is because you don't have to post on LinkedIn every day. And many of the people that are telling you that you do are kind of selling content packages, right? Daily posting is optimized for like content sellers. And it actually the most current algorithm statistics, Richard Vanderbloom is one person who studies this stuff, and I purchase his results every year because they're valuable. It shows that it doesn't even help. Like the more you're posting, the less LinkedIn showing your posts to people, right? So the people that are getting chosen, the women that are getting chosen, getting the contracts in their name are not the ones posting most. They're the ones who are present, which is a very different thing. And that's what I'm trying to show with these daily lives, right? Volume without a profile that converts is just like louder invisibility. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So hopefully that does make sense. And we're gonna go on. So let me tell you a little bit more about what's going on here. So I want to ask you, if you're watching this live or on the replay, do you sometimes get like I mean, I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm going to speak to the entrepreneurs, but even if you are an employee and you are looking to build relationships on LinkedIn, do you feel like guilty about how often you post, right? Like give me a 1 to 10 on that. Like, do you feel guilty on that you don't post enough? Um, because sometimes I do, right? Sometimes I sit there and I'm like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. And listen, we can pre-schedule things. I have a team, which makes it different. I don't have a big team. Let me just tell you, like I have a couple people that work with me, and I deliberately keep it small, tight around me, because I don't think any of us really needs more than that, at least at this moment in time. And mostly the business I get comes from the relationships I build, right? Not from the posts that my team and I are doing. Now we're doing a lot more video now. I think that in this world where there's so much noise, especially in the LinkedIn expert world, right? There's so many people out there calling themselves LinkedIn experts that have been experts for a minute and a half. I've been doing this for a decade and a half. So I think that me showing up is important so that I can get my message to the right people, not to all the people, right? So I'm going to be doing this for the foreseeable future. My goal is to do it through December. Every day, 9 a.m. Eastern, a couple minutes, 15 minutes. We've got I've got a little bit of an organization to this, the different topics that we're going to be talking about every day. Monday, we're going to be focusing on your profiles. Tuesday, stages and podcasts and press. And Wednesdays, outreach that's not pitchy. Thursdays, our ritual that we teach, the 15-minute daily practice. Friday, your pricing, your positioning, getting chosen. Saturday, we're going to answer your questions. And Sunday, we'll talk about your week ahead. But what I want to really focus on today, and what I want to get across today, and this is really the foundation of all the things that we're going to talk about here, is that the goal is for you to reach your feed, but to do it with some kind of an intent, not just to have noise, not just be making noise, right? I mean, you can see if you're watching this, well, of course you're watching this other video. It isn't a podcast. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking on my podcast, right? I'm not even in my office. I'm at my house at the beach. Like there's my grandson's high chair behind me. Like, this is not perfection, right? I'm not looking for perfection here. I'm looking to connect human to human with the exact people that I think I can support, right? So I'm looking to reach my feed with intent, right? I want to be having conversations with people. And those conversations don't always have to come from you posting, right? One of the best strategies on LinkedIn is to jump into other people's conversations. Like if you jump into this conversation, and jump in and talk to me, whether you're live or whether you're on the replay, it doesn't matter. I'll jump back in and now we're having a conversation. But here's what happens. When you post on your wall, your people see it. When you jump into this conversation, your people see it because you named it, but also my people see it, right? So like some people like tag me on things because they know that I have a big LinkedIn network. A better way to reach my LinkedIn network, frankly, is to engage with my content, right? And it's not just me, right? So other people who could be valuable, who's got an audience of people. We talk about this a lot in She's Linked Up world, right? Other people's audiences, borrowing the stage, jumping into conversations is borrowing that stage, right? So comment somewhere where it's going to be seen substantially, right? And substantively, right? Just spend a couple minutes every day doing that. A warm message to a real person, right? A warm message to a real person. And then post when you have something, not because you have a to-do list that says post today, right? Commenting is content, jumping into conversations is content. It just doesn't feel like it because like nobody's selling a course on it, right? There's no I don't know. So school, maybe there is. I don't know it though. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about why I'm doing this. I'm doing this 128 days, which is how many days it is between now and when I say I'm going to end this, because I'm running kind of an experiment in public with you, for you, not because I think you should do this, right? A daily show is a completely different animal from a daily post. I'm testing this. I'm hoping we get some engagement. People jump into conversations. I'm not really teaching this right now. I will if it turns out that it's valuable, and we'll see what value I get out of this. I know that I'll get value out of this. So if you're watching me do this and you're feeling behind, don't think you need to do this. This is just something I just woke up one morning and said, I'm going to go live every day till the rest of the year. I just felt like I wanted to do it. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the engagement and the conversations that come with it, right? So don't feel stressed about it. That's the opposite of what I want you to do here, okay? So one thing I want you to do today is open your calendar right now and just put 15 minutes in as a recurring event, couple days a week, and name it. Call it Karen's Ritual if you want. Not when I have time, but an actual appointment, right? Like that's the whole practice. And when you're in there, do what I talked about earlier, like that little 15 minutes. Go into your feed, engage with your feed, comment on those feeds for 5 or 10 minutes, right? And then spend another 5 minutes warm messaging a real person, okay? If you just got here, this is the first episode you're watching. This is the category of 1 every day at 9 a.m. Eastern, 15 minutes long. I'm deliberately trying to keep these short and sweet. I want to give you one piece of value every single day. And I guess on a side for this, like if you want to go deeper on this work, in September, we're going to be doing a LinkedIn profile intensive, because I do think that as you're doing this engagement, you want to have a profile that really shows that people go, wow, I really want to know this person, right? So in September, we're going to be doing category of 1, the 3-day LinkedIn profile intensive. So comment category below, and I'll make sure that you're on the list for that. And it's completely free. So just get on the list for that. The page isn't even ready yet, but it should be ready in a couple of days. So you'll be getting details on that in a couple of days. We're starting in it in the middle of September. If you missed yesterday, it was on why clients hire someone less qualified than you. So go back and watch that one. Tomorrow is Saturday. So we're talking about one question, and it's a good one. So this is it, day 2. I'll see you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. Again, drop in the word category. I'll get you on the list for the LinkedIn profile intensive in September, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow.